but music has helped me a lot be more comfortable talking with absolutely everyone,
Yeah.
every single one. I just think people are so amazing and so interesting. Every single person is so unique. And I just want to know more, know more about everybody. I'm just like, wow. I love hearing their stories. I love interacting with people. It's so beautiful, and music has opened that door for me.
Good. How are you? Good to see ya. Well, not see ya yet, but finally having this contact. Very excited.
Yeah, me too. Sorry if it gets a little like flaky. I'm running on 3G right now over here, so
Totally good. Totally good. Okay.
okay.
So to start, I want to talk about what you're doing in Mexico right now because I think it's really cool, but I don't completely know everything. So I want to get like the lowdown of this whole singing
Yeah, of
competition.
course. So basically, I joined a contest,
Okay.
and so this contest is really beautiful. It's about bringing peace to the world and talking about addictions.
Okay.
And I'm super excited to be a part of this beautiful contest. Everyone's singing, about peace and love, and just the lyrics are so beautiful.
Yeah.
So that's it, basically what I'm doing over here. I was they they approved my song, and over 15,000 people
Oh my goodness.
joined. So I feel very blessed and super grateful for this opportunity. Everyone's been so kind, so nice, and it's just a beautiful start to my career.
Oh, absolutely. That's beautiful. I love that. And so how many people are in the running right now in the contest?
So right now, I believe there is about 48.
Okay. Okay. So you're in a type
So
48.
yes, so there's 48. There's eight contestants of each region.
Okay.
So out of those regions, there's only going to be seven left.
Okay. Cool.
Yeah.
So are you coming from the Mexico region? Is that like the region you're coming out of, or is it
No,
like
I'm
different regions in
actually,
Mexico?
so there's three regions in Mexico and three
Okay.
regions in the United States
Okay.
for Mexican Americans.
Love it. Okay, cool. So you're
Yeah.
coming from like the Vegas, LA area, I'm guessing, or
I'm competing in the central region in
okay.
Texas. Yeah, that's the one they
Oh,
put me in. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
interesting.
It is interesting. There was a spot that opened up there, and I took that opportunity.
Yeah, you're like,
I was like,
send
I
it.
don't care where.
Yeah.
I want to be there.
Like, I'll represent whatever region you want me to.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
in.
whatever. I'll be there.
Okay, sick. And is this a song that's already out, or is this like a completely new song that you've written for this?
This song is out already. It's
Okay.
called Un Año.
Okay, this is for an año.
It's Un Año. It's the first song that I released
Mhm.
ever as independent artist. So I'm very
Right.
proud of it. And I just released it this April, this 2025. And I'm just so excited that they loved it, and that it was even an option for them, to for me to compete in it. And I feel really, really grateful for that.
Totally. Oh, okay. That's so exciting. Okay, great. So, and you only have two songs out, like Un Año and Y Por Ahí are the two, right?
Correct.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
Cool. And are you working on an album or is it just like you're just doing a few singles to start with and see where it goes type of thing?
Yeah. So right now I'm working on singles. I'm
Okay.
releasing singles.
Love it.
But I am also working on my album
Okay,
that,
great.
but yeah, that I still need progress and to keep, um, working on it. I'm still working on it. So it's not ready yet. But
Uh-huh.
I'm super excited for everything that's to come.
Great. I am super excited as well. Yeah, I think your voice is awesome. I think your stage presence is great. I'm going to go a little bit into how I initially interacted with you because to me, it was just a wonderful experience. And I need to like let people know about this because I was so impressed.
Oh, I'd
Okay.
love to hear it too. Because
Okay.
I mean,
Okay.
we
Great.
don't, yeah.
Okay. You're going to get my perspective because you were like running the event, basically. Not running, you were hosting the event.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
So I'm at this event and it's a local reggaeton event, and it was just spectacular, just great artists the entire night. And you're hosting it, and you're just making the entire vibe so incredibly fun. And I was like, holy cow, where did they get this host? She's just on fire, right? I'm just like, whoa, this person is so good at just raw charisma, stage presence, the whole vibe, kept it going, made it just an incredibly party like atmosphere for the entire event. And then you disappear for a bit, and I'm like, oh, I wonder where that host went. She was so good. And then you come out and perform in this completely different outfit, and you have like this whole set, and I was just floored. I thought it was incredible. One of the
Oh my
best
goodness, thank you.
acts I've seen in like the local scene in terms of just raw performance ability. And I've tried to explain it to people since, because I do a lot of things in, like the local Vegas independent community. And the way I explain it is this way. It felt like, you know how like you watch a movie and you're like, oh, those two characters have really good chemistry with each other?
Yes.
Okay. I feel like you had chemistry with the entire audience simultaneously. It
Wow.
was incredible. I was like, holy cow, this is straight up star quality, so elevated. So I'm so excited that you're in a big competition now, that you're getting recognition, because I'm just like, this is like high level talent, in my opinion, just in terms of raw charisma and presentation. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh, you're making me very sentimental right now.
Oh, I
um,
was so impressive.
I
It's so impressive.
I appreciate all of those words. I was very nervous that night because
No
I've never
way.
hosted anything before in my life, and I almost did not like I almost said no to the hosting because I was like, I don't think I'm ready, or I don't know how to host. I don't know anything about hosting. So I was very, very nervous, and hearing it from your perspective has changed like my view of it now.
Okay. Oh no, wait. So
Yeah.
what was your view of it before? Now I'm
Well, for me,
curious.
I don't know. For me, I mean, I heard a lot of great things about it, but for me, I mean, I don't know. I didn't really like watch me,
Right.
hosting or anything.
Yeah.
But for me, I was like, oh, I hope it wasn't, bad, or I didn't feel like it was like the greatest.
Oh
But
no.
hearing it from like from you right now, that touched my heart a lot.
Oh, okay. Well, it was incredible. Like
Thank you.
I yeah, because I've hosted several events and I've like been in that scene, and the way you were able to just like quickly pivot on things too, and like you kept it very dancey, and like it was like you were constantly inviting people to just like dance in between sets. And I'm just like, holy cow, like this is such a fun atmosphere. This is just making this whole night flow so well, because it doesn't feel like, oh, we have to wait for the next artist to get on for them to settle things. It felt like, oh, this is just one big party, and every second of it is meant to be enjoyed.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
that's exactly what I wanted to do, because when I have parties with my family, we throw a lot of parties. We're, a big Mexican family, so
Yeah.
we have a lot of parties. And normally, we'll bring the speakers out, and I'm on the mic the whole night, just having fun with everybody. And it's kind of what we do. It's our thing.
Oh, no
So for
way.
me, and sometimes we'll even like bring out wigs or costumes, and we'll just like start dance, just in the family, just like that. And it's so fun, and I really wanted to bring that vibe to everybody. I really wanted to try to recreate what I experienced with my family, because I think it's so beautiful what they do, and how, everyone's so vibey and dancing and singing all the time, and just it's so beautiful. So I really wanted to recreate that and bring that to the crowd, and I'm so glad that you guys felt that.
Oh, yeah. And I was like, by the way, this isn't just me that was like losing my mind over your performance abilities and like your hosting abilities. I was talking to other people who work at Taverna, the venue where we had this event. And I was just like, are we all seeing the same thing? And they're like, oh yeah, no, this is incredible. And I'm like, okay, cool.
Oh.
Just making sure everyone's on the same page, that she's killing it right now. But that totally makes sense, because I was like, because when you said you've never hosted an event, I'm like, how was that your first time? But then hearing that you do it in your family, it's like, oh, okay, I get it now. this
Right,
is this is
yeah.
something you've practiced probably 100 times, but you've never done it in a public setting. It's always been, within the
It's
family, very private.
yeah, it's always been very like fun. It's always been
Mm,
just fun and in the moment and very honest and yeah, it's always been like that. But I didn't think that was hosting. I guess now that you mention it, that is kind of hosting the family parties.
yeah, totally.
But
Oh yeah, you're the
yeah,
host of the family
I guess
party.
I didn't think about it that way. If I would have thought about it that way, I think I would have I mean, everything came out beautiful, but I
Right.
think I would have had a different perspective or I wouldn't have been so nervous coming
Mm,
out, like trying to, host or not thought about it twice, but I'm so glad that I did that opportunity because I learned a lot and the
mm,
reactions were so beautiful. Everyone did
mm.
so good that
Oh, that
night.
was such a great night.
I was freaking out. I was like, am I in a concert right now? I'm like, this is a concert. Everyone was so talented there. I was just like, wow, what is going on here?
Oh yeah. Oh, I was blown away too. I was thinking, oh, do people I legitimately thought afterwards, like, does everyone know that this is happening? Like, I feel like if everyone in Vegas knew that that was happening that night, they would have ditched all other plans because it was just everyone was killing it. And then you got up and because at first I was like, when you got up, I was like, oh, the host is gonna sing. Like, I wonder how she'll do. And then you were just the perfect like capstone to the night, It's just like everything was leading to your final performance, which was just incredible. And everyone had balloon animals at that point because Rael had the balloon animal thing right before, I believe.
Yeah, that was so fun.
So cool. I
Yeah,
love
I
that.
know, me
I love that
too.
so much. The next concert I hosted, I had balloon animals because I was just like, this is such a great idea. I'm
Yeah, it
absolutely
is.
having balloon
Everyone
animals.
loved it.
Yeah. I also do bubbles. So I'll have like I give everyone like little bubble canisters so they can just blow bubbles and
Oh, that's so cute.
yeah. I'm like, what would happen at a 10-year-old's birthday party? That's what I want at my concert.
Exactly, because we have so much fun with anything,
Yeah,
we're
yeah,
just
yeah. Oh,
like,
100%.
anything. It's just so fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was great. Yeah. So you killed it. So I'm curious. Okay. So you had these parties with your family growing up. Is that kind of your first music exposure as a kid? Is that like how you remember getting into music early on? Or was there like other things that were going on that were kind of getting you interested in music in terms of what your family was doing?
Yeah, so look, my family, so my mom's side of the family, they're all singers.
Oh, amazing.
So they all sing. Yeah, so all my aunts, they sing, my uncles, and I actually just found out that part of my dad's side, one of my aunts also sings. So I didn't know that. I just found out like 2 weeks ago that
Wild.
she did. Yeah, and but yeah, so they all sing and I watched them all grow up with music. They
Mm.
also play instruments, they play the trumpet, others play the guitar. They have like their own, bands over there in Mexico in Saguayo, Michoacan. They
Mhm.
have they have good, good people and good fans over there actually. And so that's how I grew up. And watching them, I mean, I moved to the United States when I was 6 years old.
Okay.
So I didn't get to see them in my, what's it called? Like growing up,
Okay.
like
Yeah.
growing up like that. But I knew about them and I would always admire them. And anytime I'd go visit, I would just look at my aunts and I'd be like, oh, jaw dropped. I mean, it was amazing. I was like, wow, they're so good, And I always had this little thing where I was like, oh, I want to do that,
Mm.
but I don't know how, or I didn't have any like technical vocal classes or anything. So I was like, there's no way, I can do that because I didn't sound like that.
Mhm.
um, but growing up for me, I found my escape to be in music.
Mhm.
So even though I never really sang growing up, like from when I was like 6 years old to I want to say 22 years old, I didn't sing throughout that time.
Like not even to yourself, or just like not as a performance thing?
I mean, not even to myself. I was very shy about it. I was like,
Really?
I don't know how to sing, and I don't want anyone to hear me sing. Yeah. So I kind of hid it. But what I would do is I would lock myself in my room every day that I got home from school. And my mom would think I was depressed, but I wasn't. I would lock myself in my room every day after school, and I would put my earphones on and I'd listen to my favorite artists, and I would pretend I was singing and dancing, and those were my songs. And I always dreamed that one day I'm going to have my song out, and one day that's going to be me.
Mm.
So I did that for so many years. Like, I was hiding for so many years doing that. It was my escape until later on in my life where I realized that that was my escape. That's the only thing that made me happy.
Mm.
That's it was like the most beautiful understanding for me, like the realization of, wow, this whole time I knew what it was, but
Mm.
I never pursued it because I didn't think I would have an opportunity to. Like, I didn't
Mm.
believe in myself enough. I was too young. I was, so many people had, even like sometimes if people did hear me sing, like they'd be like, no, like,
Oh
maybe
no.
don't, maybe don't. um, but yeah, and so basically I was that kid hiding in my room, singing and dancing in the quiet. I would wait for everybody to leave and just start dancing everywhere. And yeah, it wasn't until 2020, I was living in Alaska. I went to school out there. And the whole pandemic thing happened.
Yeah.
And so that happened. They closed my office where I was working at. And I was like, well, I don't, what am I going to do?
Yeah,
I was like,
absolutely.
what am I going to do? And, we all had a little bit of time, I think, during that part of our lives in
Hmm.
2020 when everything happened. And I, so I started, I bought a piano, and I was like trying to find things that I love to do, because in that time I was like, if I'm going to do something out of like brand new, I want to do something that I love.
Hmm.
So I was trying different things. I tried making rings by hand. I tried making bracelets by hand. I tried painting. I tried using art with charcoal. I tried sewing. I tried doing hair and makeup. I even got a course to cut like dog hair, like dog grooming.
Okay.
I did literally, I was trying everything. I was
Yeah.
like, I have to do something I love. And in the
It
beginning,
reminds me of have you seen Tangled movie? It's like her being stuck where she's just doing like 1,000 things. That's you literally, just like a montage of just random
thought
things
about
you're
it
trying to
like
figure out.
that. Yeah.
100%, 100%. Love it. Okay, continue.
Yeah. Of course. Um, so yeah, and so I was doing a whole bunch of stuff, and everything I was doing, like, I loved it in the beginning,
Mm.
but as I continued doing it, it became like stressful. I was like, I don't know, it's not. Oh, something would tell me, like a little voice in my head would just tell me, it's not here.
Mm.
It's not here. Like, keep going, keep looking, keep searching. And even though I already knew, because deep down inside me, I feel like I already knew. So then, yeah, it wasn't until later on where I was like, you know what? What if I tried learning how to play the piano? Because it's always been a thing I wanted to do, learn how to play an instrument, right? So I was like going back to my bucket list, and that's basically what I did. I bought a piano, and I didn't even know what a chord was.
And were you still in Alaska at this point, or had you moved somewhere else?
Yes, in this point I was still in Alaska.
Still in Alaska. Okay, great.
Yeah. So yeah, and so then I learned. I honestly, I downloaded Simply Piano,
Okay.
and that is how I learned chords and stuff like that, and I music, and then I started. as I was learning more chords, I started looking for my favorite songs, right,
Mm.
on Google, and I'll look up the chords, and so yeah, and then that's how I started singing, because I was like, huh, what if we try doing this, right?
Yeah,
What
what
if
if we
we
tried
try?
singing and playing the chord at the same time?
Yeah, and that
Love it.
was very difficult, but it was a challenge, and I love myself a challenge. So that's basically what happened. It kind of came just like that. It was like, no, here it is. And after that, after I touched that piano, after I learned my first chord and learned how to play and sing at the same time, I have not stopped loving it at
Love it.
all. It was something that I was always afraid of, like, oh, everything I've ever done, like I just like kind of stopped doing it. And but this has just became my whole life, and I just continue to love it more and more every day, and I didn't even think you could do that.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, you didn't even realize it was something that you were capable of.
Exactly. Yeah. And yeah, so then I started now singing. After that, I started singing in my living room, in my room. Still did not, no, none of my family knew, by
Mhm.
the way. Nobody knew, not even my mom. And so then I just started kind of practicing on my own with, I didn't know what I was doing, honestly. I would look at videos on YouTube and and just try to learn that way. I feel like a lot of people, do that starting out, and I would just look at videos and try to do whatever they were doing. And then it wasn't until one day when I was in Alaska, we went to one of my friends invited us to a karaoke bar. And
Okay.
in Alaska, it's very like country vibes, right?
Okay.
Like, you rarely find anyone that speaks Spanish.
That makes
So,
sense. When you said Alaska initially, I was like, I can think of very few Mexicans I've ever talked to who are like, yeah, I went to school in Alaska.
yeah.
Very different
And
decision. I love it.
yeah. And so yeah, so they invited us to this bar, and it was very, very country vibes. And it was a karaoke bar. So I went with the intention, I'm gonna sing
Hmm.
for the first time ever,
Yeah,
right?
in
In front
public.
of anyone.
So you hadn't sung like even in front of your family at all up until this point.
Absolutely not. No.
Wild. Okay, cool. I'm
No.
so invested in the story right now. Continue, please.
Oh, okay.
I love this. This is
Yeah.
awesome.
You're making me relive my whole life. I'm like, oh, yeah.
This could be this.
Uh,
It feels like a movie to some extent. I love it.
Thank you. Yeah. So I went with the intention, like, today's the day, and if I don't do it today, like, you're not gonna do it. So
Okay,
you
and
better
what
do it.
song were you planning on doing?
So I planned on doing La Bamba.
Okay, La Bamba, classic.
Yes, classic. Yeah.
We love La Bamba.
So I was doing the bamba, and the crazy thing about that was that there were so many people on the line for the karaoke, right?
Hmm.
And when I put my name, I first of all I was shaking writing my name down.
Hmm.
At the time, my sister was there with me, and she was just like, "Oh, you're gonna what?" Like, she was like, "You're gonna sing? Okay, interesting," because she also didn't know.
Right.
And yeah, so I put my name down, and hours passed, and they still wouldn't call my name. And I was like, well, if they don't call my name like in the next, I don't know, 30 minutes, then we could go, because it was getting really late. And
Yep.
we were just like, no, we're gonna, we were just kind of waiting there for me to sing my turn. So yeah, so then it was crazy, because as I stood up to leave, they call my name.
Hmm.
So literally, we stand up. I was like, I think we could go now. I was like, we stand up. They call my name, and I was like, oh no. I'm over here, nervous. I'm like, oh no. I was almost happy because they didn't call it, but then I was like, oh my. And I was like, should we leave? Should we not? I was just so nervous, and so shy about it too. I was very, very shy about it. And I was like, you know what? Let's go. Let's do this. So then I grabbed the mic, and it was crazy. I mean, everyone was going insane. I was dancing, singing, I was talking to the crowd. My sister was like, who are you? and what have you done with my sister? Like, she was like, who are you? Like, this is crazy. Like, where did this come from? And it's cool because I have a mini video about that night, and it was just
Great.
that's the first time that I have that I know that I sang for the first time in front of people, and it was such a great experience. I literally left that night. I left like right away, and in the car, me and my sister just looked at each other, and we were like, "Oh, this is we're gonna do this. Like I'm gonna do this. I want to do this
Love it.
forever." Yeah. So that's basically how it started.
Great. That's crazy. That's so crazy. It's so interesting because you start out with this family background where you do have lots of singing. There's lots of music. So if you were to have been, in your earlier years say, "Oh, I want to do music," no one in your family would have thought that was weird growing up. You know what I'm saying? It's not like you were in a family where you'd be the oddball doing music, but you didn't until you were just so much older, which is so crazy.
Right. So my version of that is more like because they're so good and they're
Oh,
so talented,
it intimidated you.
it intimidated me.
Mm,
It was like, well, I don't have that training. I mean, they were singing since they were little, little,
right.
little. They
Oh,
started
totally.
at what 4 years old. They were
Mm,
singing. They were already training. So for me, I was like, well, I didn't have training when I was little. I didn't have any of that. So for me, I was like, wow. Well, if I start right now, like, when will I? Well,
yeah, it was
I'm
almost like, oh, it's already too late, so why start type of thing.
exactly. It
Mm,
was like that. So yeah, it was very intimidating because I felt like if I told somebody I wanted to sing, maybe I was just afraid that they would crush it in a way,
mm,
but
okay.
nobody ever did.
Right. It
Nobody
sounds like
ever
they
did.
are super supportive of it.
They are so supportive, and I look back and I'm like, man, I don't know why I ever felt embarrassed or shy about it to sing and
Yeah.
to practice, because honestly, along the way, I've music has helped me as a person and
Mm,
to make me realize what I want to do in my life and
mm,
how I want to see things. And it's I'm growing every single day with music. Like, I'm a completely different person than I was, a month ago. Like, I
mm,
know so much more. There's so much more I want to say. I just want to show the people so much love,
mm.
and yeah, it's just so beautiful. Like, what this whole experience has just been so beautiful. And I think the most beautiful thing about music is that you maybe you make a song,
Hmm.
and then a month later you grow, and it's like you come back to the song and you're like, wow, that was a moment in time.
Mm.
Like, that was a moment in time, and it's so beautiful because you have this piece of work, this art that's so precious that you created in that moment because that's how you felt in that moment.
Totally.
So I look back at every single draft that I have up to now, and I'm like, wow,
Mm.
this is insane. I mean, the growth has just been intense. I'm like, wow, this is beautiful. And I'm learning that there's so much more that I want to say. There's so much love that I want to show, and
Mm.
I'm so excited for this journey, and I want to keep growing. I want to keep training, keep, I want to do more, like get a trainer to train my voice. I'd love to always have a teacher. I want to keep doing this forever. And I think it's important to keep going
Love it.
and to keep training and to keep going hard with everything you do. And not just that, but as a person.
Yeah.
Like, music has taught me what I don't like and what I do like.
Yeah.
And it's helping me grow as a person. And I'm just like, I love it.
That's so cool. I'm curious because you mentioned earlier about you see yourself, do you still see yourself as a shy person, or do you feel like you used to be shy and now you're not as shy?
Well, the thing is, I was never a shy
Okay,
person.
we
I
weren't
was
a shy
shy
person.
to sing.
You were shy about the singing. Okay, great.
I was shy about what I loved and I really wanted to do. Yeah.
Okay, that makes sense. Okay.
Yeah. So I was very shy shy about, yeah,
You were
about
shy
singing in
about
front of
singing in front of
people,
people and you felt like that
having
intimidation.
them.
Okay, cool. Just wanted to
Yes.
clear that up.
Yeah. So yeah. Yeah. I feel like I've always been very outgoing and very friendly
Yeah, I was about to
and
say you
just,
seem super outgoing, so
I,
I was surprised by that. I was like, oh, did like
yeah.
music, like pursuing music change that? But okay, cool. Just making sure. Because I was
Yeah.
like, that
So
amount of
what, yeah.
charisma and openness is not something you see with shy people normally. So that was changing my perspective on everything when you said that. So now I get it.
No, yeah.
We're good.
Yeah, yeah. So I wasn't very shy, but I was very outgoing. But music has helped me a lot be more
Mhm.
comfortable talking with absolutely everyone,
Yeah.
every single one. I just think people are so amazing and so interesting.
Mm,
Every single person is so unique. And I just want to know more, know more about everybody. I'm just like, wow. I love hearing their stories. I love interacting with people. It's so beautiful, and music has opened that door for me because when someone messages me and they're like, wow, like I felt, this lyric or this, I'm like,
mm,
wow, like, we create a connection.
right. Right. You're
Yeah,
like bridging the divide between people by making an art that you're like that you can bond over type of thing.
exactly.
Love it. Love it. Okay, cool. Man, that story was great. That's one of my favorite origin stories I've heard. That was great. That was cool. Okay. So what type of music were you listening to as, little Lola in a room singing and dancing when no one else is there, just all alone, feeling it? What were some of these artists that you were really into and that you were vibing with and that you were like, oh, I'm gonna be like that person?
Yeah, so I would listen to Beyonce,
Okay.
Rihanna, Mariah Carey, Ariana Grande. I'd listen to a lot of Spanish artists, Selena,
Yep.
Thalia, and also like a lot of regional artists. Vicente Fernandez.
Okay.
I'd listen to Jose Jose. I'd listen to Juan Gabriel. Bruno Mars was a huge one. I love his funk. Oh, I love everything about Bruno Mars
Yeah.
too. He's
He's amazing.
so talented,
He's so
and
good.
he's a great performer as
Mhm.
well. So but I would learn Beyonce's choreography. I would
Oh,
I was
cool.
Beyonce in my room. I was, Ariana Grande in my room. I was everybody.
I
I would
love it.
just put myself in there, and yeah, but yeah, it's just such a it's just I feel so touched just even talking about it.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's I love that. I love you know, seeing, okay, what are these artists doing? What do I like about them from that early age being like, oh, I love this. I want to be just like that, doing this thing and learning the choreography. It's great. It's beautiful.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah,
Yeah.
I feel, yeah, I don't know. I feel so touched by it because I see myself now and I'm like, man, we are doing it. Like when
100%.
I talk to, yeah, when I talk to little me, I'm like, I wish I could tell her right now, like everything's gonna be okay. Like you're gonna find it and
Mm.
you're gonna be able to do it because it was always a dream. I would get this sensation inside of me when I would put my earphones on, and then the room would just be quiet, and it was just me and her, right? And
Love it.
now, yeah, it's just so beautiful.
That's so cool. And okay, so you've got the competition in Mexico coming up. What other projects or things have you been working on musically? So you've got your singles, your eventual album, you've got the thing in Mexico.
Exactly, yeah. So right now, I'll be releasing a new song.
Okay.
The song title is Dubai,
Okay.
and it's such a beautiful song. It's a love story and well, more like a heartbreak love story,
Okay, cool.
but it's a beautiful song, and it comes out this
That's why.
Friday.
Oh, this Friday. Okay, so it'll be out by the time this podcast
Yeah,
comes out,
this
but I'm
Friday.
love it. Okay, cool. So so in terms of when the podcast comes out, because this will be out next week, it'll have just come out. Great.
Yeah,
Dubai. I saw
yeah,
you
yeah. It'll already be out, I guess.
and
Yeah.
Morphe both posting about Dubai, and I was like, why are they saying the words Dubai? Like, what's going on? So that's what it is. Oh, I'm very excited.
Yeah. Yeah, it's such a beautiful song. It's, it represents me right now,
Cool.
and I love it. I'm so excited to share it with the world, and I'm so excited for everyone to listen to it, and
Yeah.
I hope that it can reach, whoever needs it and whoever feels that, they want to support and enjoy the music. It's such a beautiful song. It's a bit different than Por ahí and Un año,
Okay.
and I'm so excited about it.
Is it also dancey, or is it a little more on the sentimental, like slow ballady side?
It's more it's not as dancey.
Okay, it's not as dancey.
It's not as
It's
dancey.
more just
Yeah.
chillin',
It's more,
romantic
yeah, you
lyrics.
could groove. Yeah, you could groove.
Okay,
Yeah.
cool.
It's more like sensual, I feel like. The beat's
Ooh.
more a bit sensual. I think you could groove to it and dance to it. It's so beautiful.
Okay, I'm so excited. I'm so excited. Also, I love what you added. Speaking of like you adding stuff on Mi Verdad, you just like killed that chorus. Such a great thing. And when you sent me back the part where you sang like the post chorus part, it changed how I saw that part of the song in terms of function. I was like, oh, this is great. Like I love how it feels more like this kind of duet between two people. And I thought you absolutely killed it on that.
Thank you. First of all, thank you. But I loved everything you did. I
Oh, really?
was going insane. Yeah, when you first sent me the song,
Uh-huh.
I was uh, I mean, I was with my mouth open. I was like, wow, this is beautiful. It's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful message. Everything you say, how you rhyme, how you say it, even just how you speak to it, it's so like you transmitted every single word. Every single word was transmitted through that verse, through that chorus, the post chorus. And the post chorus, I I was going insane about it. I was like, this should be the chorus.
Oh, no,
I was like, this is such a good. I was like, this doesn't need anything. This is so beautiful. I was like,
no.
wow. I was like, I want to be a part of it. So
Oh,
it's so
okay,
beautiful.
cool. Well, I'm glad
Yeah.
I know I like never know how people feel when they hear my song. So that's actually totally great to hear because I was just like, oh, I think Lola would do a great job on this chorus. I was just like, I don't know, maybe she'll think it's cool because we haven't like communicated too much, you know. Like I kind of just saw your show and was like, this you were so great, and then I just sent it to you raw, and so I'm glad that it you really dug what was being sought after in the song. Yeah, that's great to hear.
Wow, that was a raw recording that you did.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, I mean, I edited it, of
Mm.
course, but like I hadn't
Yeah.
like mixed it or anything. It wasn't like the full thing.
Right. It just sounds so good. I was like, this is wow.
So I thought it was so cool when you sent me the post chorus part that you'd recorded, like your vocal on it, because I think you misheard the last lyric. Because in the original it says, "I'll wait for the right sign," and then you said, "I'll wait for you outside," and I
Oh,
actually loved that. Because
oh.
I was like, oh, this is really cool because it shows this kind of development. And so I added it to the second post chorus and like made it so that your vocal, so that the lyric like literally changes because I was like, oh, at first the guy, because like the guy's perspective on this is he's kind of like nervous about the whole situation. He's like, this girl's cute. I'm kind of nervous. I don't know how I'm going to approach this whole thing, you know? And he's trying to be cute about it and he's trying not to like step on any toes. And then I love that because of your change, it made it so it almost becomes like this invitation at the end. Like, you know what? We're good. Like,
We're gonna do it.
yeah, we're gonna do it. We can like go be cute together. We can there can be, you know, this romantic relationship between us. It's almost like she's giving permission at the very end,
Mhm.
which I thought was just this beautiful kind of characterization. I thought it was great.
Wow. Oh my goodness, I didn't know that.
Yeah,
So I heard it the whole time in my head.
I'll
That
wait
was
for you
the
outside.
lyric.
Yeah, 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 yeah. No, the first one it says I'll wait for the right sign, which is like how because if you listen to the second verse, it then goes based off of that. Like because he's like, I don't want to burden you with over proximity, like that whole
Yes.
thing. Because he's like, oh, I'm waiting on to make sure this is cool. You know, he's like, hey, these are my feelings. I think you're super cute, but I don't want to press. And then the girl
Exactly.
gives the permission at the end, and I thought it was great.
Wow. So it just completed everything. It was
It
so,
completed
that's
everything.
so beautiful. Wow. I'm glad you're sharing that
Yeah.
because, wow. That's so cool. This is how much we don't have like contact with each other.
Yeah. Oh no, 100%, 100%. Well, yeah, yeah. It's very funny to me. It's cool when things work out. And I was really glad you were down because I was trying to like when I had the song, I was like, okay, I need a, a female singer on this. So it sounds like kind of like a romantic duetty type thing. And I was like, and I need someone who has a nice like cute aesthetic to their vocal.
Hmm.
Uh, and so I was thinking of the singers I knew, and a lot of them have these really nice earthy tones. And I was trying not to repeat anyone from the last album. And
Mm.
so then I was like, oh, Lola has this really nice thinness to her vocal and like a good like a higher timbre. And I thought,
Mhm.
oh, that could work really well in going towards this cute aesthetic. And then you were I'm so glad you were like down to do it because I think it just fit together so well.
Yeah, I love the song. It's such a beautiful story and I love it. I love it. I had so much fun creating that.
Oh, cool. I'm glad to hear it. Yeah, I remember when because it took a little while because you had some family stuff you were dealing with at the time. But
Yeah.
I remember you were like, oh, I've written the chorus like
Hmm.
almost like the next day after you'd gotten the song. And I was like, oh, great. And then there were some issues that there was a little bit of delay, but I was excited that you had like figured out what you wanted to do so quickly. I thought that was so cool.
Yeah, I every time someone sends me a song, it also happened with J Raw.
Okay.
Yeah, he sent me, that song that we have together, and
Hmm.
literally the next day, it happened the same with this song, and it just, when there's a song. When I get a song, I just know
Yeah.
exactly in that moment, and as I'm listening to the song, it just happens. Like
Mhm.
that first run of the song, I was mesmerized.
Great.
I was like, wow, this is amazing. Yes, absolutely, yes, I want to do it. And immediately I started working because I like working fast.
Hmm.
And yeah, there was, some stuff that happened that delayed it, but yeah, I had the idea, I had it recorded, and I love the song. I'm
Great.
so excited for everyone to hear
Oh yeah,
it.
same, 100%. Um, okay, my other question that I had because we're doing this for those who are listening. We're doing this in kind of a Zoom meeting thing, and there was a little delay, and so I had time to think. Okay, what do I need to make sure I ask Lola about? So on your song Un Año, you have a painting that you did as the album art. That's correct, right?
That's correct.
Okay, what is that like? I think that's so cool that you can do both because I personally am always like, well, now I have to do single art again. I hate this part of the process because I'm just like not very much a visual person. I'm very much, the music side and the listening, but when it comes to visual arts, I'm just clueless. So, how did that come about? What was the thought process? I want to hear all about that.
Wow. So, yeah, I was very excited about the cover art. I'm
Okay.
always very excited about all the covers, I feel like.
Really?
But
Okay, cool.
this one was very special because it was the first song. So I was like, I want to create something that I can keep forever. Um, and when this idea came by of the artwork,
Hmm.
I basically I was trying to recreate the song, right? So
Hmm.
there's in the painting there's a clock, there's a moon,
Hmm.
there's a girl on a bed, and then there's a road that kind of like fades.
Yeah.
And then there's actually my car. I tried I tried painting my actual vehicle right now.
Uh-huh.
Um, and so I kind of wanted it to make it as honest as possible,
Mm.
like everything that represented the song. So the lyrics start with, I'm laying down and looking at the ceiling. I'm thinking about you. Like when you're just laying down and you're just going through a heartbreak
Yep.
and you're just looking at the ceiling and just thinking, just with thoughts running through your head. So that was the idea of that. Then the song goes more into like time. Like I can't. Let me run through the lyrics real quick.
Okay, go, go, go. Yeah, for sure.
Like it basically says like the world keeps spinning around, 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 and time keeps passing by, and I just can't get over you,
Mm,
basically. But then the really cool thing about this song is that the whole time I'm talking about how much I truly love this person
right.
and how much and what they mean to me, and I wish that things would have turned out great. But then at the end of the chorus, it has a little spicy to it, where it says, so this year um this year left with all the love that you didn't know how to give me.
Ooh, yeah.
you know so that's what the song is. So it's more like an inspiring song. It's like, to keep going, and that it's okay to love somebody, and it's okay to love them in that moment. But sometimes it's easier, not easier, but sometimes it's better for a person to kind of let go of that person
Mm,
so you can grow.
right.
And for me, it was exactly what happened. For me, I knew I loved this person, and I also knew that it was going to be really heartbreaking to let the relationship go, but I
Mm,
had to make a decision. And to me, when I saw it then, and from my past experiences in relationships, to me it was more, I I rather suffer 2 months in depression or heartbreak
right.
than prolong this and make it a year or two and keep in this toxic relationship, keep
Yeah.
being a part of this toxic relationship. I think that was a big decision for me to make.
Mm,
And it's so difficult in that moment to be like, man, I love you, but I know I have to release you
yeah.
because I don't feel good and this doesn't feel right anymore. And yeah, so that's what the song speaks about, honestly. It's,
Right.
the year left with all the love you didn't care to, give me or to appreciate me. You didn't, yeah. That's basically what the song is about. And it's such a beautiful song. It was very difficult for me to sing in the beginning of it and everything because it was so fresh
Mm,
that I was having difficulties singing it and kind of processing it.
mm.
And I sat with the song for a while. And then, yeah, all of a sudden now it's like it relived
Yeah.
because now, the contest and everything. So I thought I was, I closed that chapter, but then it kind of, it was like, I'm not done yet.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. You were
Let's keep
like,
going.
cool. I had this moment. I'm done with it. I
Yeah.
released the song. I, painted this beautiful painting as the artwork for it. Now I can go do other music. I've got Dubai. I've got these great songs. And then you win the contest is like, oh, actually, the song is gonna be part of your life, whether you like it or not.
Exactly. Yeah. That's
Yeah.
exactly how I felt about it because I didn't think, I don't know, I didn't think it would happen like this, and I didn't think that my first song was going to be the song that so many people listen to.
Yeah.
Like this contest is being broadcasted in all of Mexico and worldwide. Basically, it's live. It's on television, and yeah, everyone gets to listen to my song, and it's so cool, and I feel so happy about it, so blessed. Like I thank
Oh,
God every single day about everything that's happening, and knowing that I'm going in the right direction, and
yeah.
I'm just letting him guide me to
Love it.
whatever I need to do that he wants me to do and wants me to say. So now I'm more aware of like, okay, is this me, or is this, like, what do I want to say? Like, it's so important to me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So speaking of that, this is just a question that's coming to mind because of what you're saying does spirituality play like a pretty big role in your writing process and how you approach everything you do with music?
Absolutely, 100%.
Okay.
Yes, yeah, I gotta ask the Lord first before I do anything, because He's never gonna put me in a situation where it's it's not like it's not okay. Like,
Yeah.
he's
100%.
not he's never gonna put me in a situation where I don't want to be. And I know that I'm going the right direction every time that I just talk to him.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's such a great way of doing it. I had the same thing, even just like doing these couple projects, because I've been doing, this is the second Flows album that I'm doing, right? And in going this direction, I was kind of like didn't know where to go with my music at a point. So I was praying a lot and trying to really like meditate on it, really seek God's instruction. And I had this thought come to me of, you need to collaborate with people. Like that needs to be the number one thing you focus on. And so I agree with you that when you have the confidence of, okay, this is something God wants me to do, it changes the game. Because then you're like, okay, even if I don't see results initially, or even if, I don't know where it's going, I know I'm going on a good path because I'm trusting in God in this whole thing.
Wow, that was so beautiful. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yes, exactly. You said it perfectly. I do. And I'm so glad that, you reached out to him for this album, because, yeah, I think there's a lot of things that come from collaborating. So
100%.
many beautiful things happen from collaborating, and I think that's where it's at. That's what it's about. It's
100%.
about creating music together, and that's such a beautiful story. I love that. But yeah, I always talk to God about everything I do, anything I post. I have to talk to Him before, because I know that He's gonna guide me. And yes, exactly how you said it. Even if you don't see results right away, it's okay, because He's going to give you results.
Right.
You just gotta you gotta be patient and wait for him to act on it.
Yeah, totally. Because if you're if you're
And
if you're going with him, it's all good.
yes, it's all good. It's all good. You can't fail. It's all good with him.
Love it. Love it. I love it. I'm so excited for you. I hope you win it all in this competition you're in, and it gets you tons of exposure. You totally deserve it. I think you're so great. It's been a pleasure talking with you. I've loved getting your origin story. This has just been great. Yeah, so thanks so much for being on.
Oh my gosh, thank you so much for having me. I had so much fun doing this podcast, and yeah, I thank you so much.
Yes.
Literally. I can't thank you enough for even letting me collaborate with you, and being a part of this such a beautiful process that you're going through. I'm so excited to hear everything
Yeah.
and see everything, and I'm so excited for you. I'll be sharing everything.
Yep. Yeah, I'm very excited. I'm
So
very excited.
yeah, so thank you for having me, and to all of your listeners right now, thank you guys for listening. And I'm so excited about this, and you're going to do great things in life. You're such a great person.
I'm just faking it.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
You're such a liar.
Okay, perfect. Thank you so much.
Thank you.